Ladies and gentlemen, it is possible that after the 20th consecutive loss for McCarthy, so we have 11 straight losses, 11 attempts on the House floor to get to 218 for Kevin McCarthy, 218 Republicans. 21 Republicans refuse. It's getting worse. 11 times, so it's been over, 150 years that this has taken place. And you look, ladies and gentlemen, you have to ask yourself, 160 years. How did this take place? Why are we here? Well, McCarthy does not have the support, and he will not get the support unless he concedes even more to 20 Republicans. Chip Roy, Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, and others. Byron Donalds, he has to concede even more. He's conceded to almost every demand, but they want more, which is very good. It's very good for democracy, okay? You want those 20 Republicans to ensure we don't get back to business as usual. People do not like business as usual. For anyone wondering why this is taking place, how could this happen? Oh, the Republican Party is in disarray. I don't care about party. I don't care about political party. Political party is meaningless. Absolutely meaningless. You don't want the same dysfunction. You don't want the same establishment nonsense. You don't want Republicans to side with Democrats on never-ending military conflict or policies that hurt the country. We have record highs in inflation now. It's directly because of Biden's policies, his energy policy in particular, that he then had to reverse course and flood 200 million barrels of strategic petroleum reserves right before November of last year. Okay. This was a year and a half after he was sued by 14 states and oil and gas associations. So Biden came in, wanted to go and save the planet. Then costs went up. This is after also Democrats pushed to shut down our economic system, along with media and experts and bureaucrats and Republicans who went along. We can't have one-party rule. And that means we can't have Democrats who are unified at all times and Republicans who will just fall in line along with Democrats. So the 20 Republicans, what they're doing is excellent. McCarthy has Trump's backing. Trump could I think that he will abandon McCarthy after the 20th or 25th consecutive defeat by Matt Gaetz and Lauren Boebert and Chip Roy and Byron Donalds and Freedom Republicans. I think that after the 20th or so, 25th, that could be until next week. Once it gets to above 20 defeats, you're looking at things changing. They could recruit Donald Trump, which Matt Gaetz nominated today. Hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Every day at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. on this channel, I'll have videos. I look forward to spending the mornings with you, and I appreciate your support. Every day, 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. I was going to have a live stream tonight, but I wanted to do this video instead. I will certainly have a live stream tomorrow evening, absolutely. So I will definitely have a live stream tomorrow evening at around 8 p.m. or so. But ladies and gentlemen, hit subscribe also to H.A. Goodman's other channel. If you want to support my work, my Patreon is below. To my new Patreons, thank you so very much. Become a member of this channel. The super thanks is below. And also, go to hagoodman.com to read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, and other publications. Trump will abandon or pull his support from McCarthy if he is given an alternative. If he's given an alternative. So somebody has to, whether it's Byron Donalds or if they recruit Jim Jordan, and Jim Jordan is the House Judiciary Chairman. But there has to be Steve Scalise. There has to be somebody that never McCarthy people and McCarthy people will rally around. Because what'll take place is, the only reason McCarthy, he's the odds-on favorite, but only because he already has the 200. He has the 200 Republicans, but if he loses 5 or 10 Republicans, if it's 30 Republicans, now if he continues to lose support, and he will continue to lose support the longer this goes. Okay? Now, there was talk of a letter that McCarthy wrote. And I talked about the text message that Matt Gaetz released, where it was a threatening, hey, you know what, I can do this all day type of thing from McCarthy. So that's not very good. But then today, so that's the segment prior to this one. I talk about that. That's not good at all. The segment prior to this one. Definitely watch that. But there is a report out that McCarthy has conceded and caved to even more demands, and that he's written a letter in writing stating like a contract almost. That's good. That's very good. So if McCarthy does get it, it will be a dream. It'll be Matt Gaetz being de facto Speaker of the House, which is what Newsweek talked about. Okay? The longer this goes, the worse it is for McCarthy, but the more Trump can be influenced by Matt Gaetz and Lauren Boebert and others. The Freedom Republicans in the Freedom Caucus have the ear of Trump. They're the most passionate supporters of President Trump, but also of Trump's ideology, which is infinitely more moral and just and good than just allowing atrocities to take place in the southern geographic region of our country like Democrats are, not doing anything about it. Worse things are taking place in that region now than they were during Trump's tenure. And by the way, I'm not conservative on everything. I'm conservative on probably most things, especially the Second Amendment. But I want dreamers to become citizens. I do. I want dreamers to become citizens. Trump offered that for a wall. Democrats said no. And had we listened to Trump, or had Democrats listened to Trump, you would have had dreamers with citizenship, immediate citizenship, because you can that's an ABC News article and numerous other articles. You can look that up, and we would have protection, and we wouldn't have the atrocities, or nearly as many atrocities, taking place. But Democrats want to appear moral at the expense of morality. The truth about the Democratic Party makes you vote Trump. The truth as to FTX money, the crypto Ponzi scheme that flooded the Democratic Party with $1 billion. And so you need to investigate that. You need to impeach Biden, which McCarthy already promised. But you need to investigate all of this classified records that could exonerate Trump on a public scale, okay, or Trump Republicans, so they couldn't get Trump on any indictment because they don't have anything in a court of law that could prove he's a criminal. That's a fact. Trump did not commit a crime. What the January committee was public relations, a PR stunt, and you have now Kinzinger, I believe, working for CNN. So, but the Democratic Party would never do this. See, I used to be on the left, on the progressive or left-leaning spectrum. I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post, and the unofficial scribe of Sanders was the most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post. You would think you would want, like AOC and other progressive congresswomen or congressmen to battle Pelosi and say, no, unless you get Medicare for all and Green New Deal and vote for it on the House floor, they won't even vote for these. You understand how pathetic certain parts of the Democratic Party are? I mean, the thing is a machine. The Democratic Party, media, government agencies, with Twitter, it's a machine. Breaking First Amendment laws left and right, but they don't even have the audacity or the courage. You think Bernie Sanders would say, Medicare for all, or else I'm not supporting you? It would never happen. But these 20 Republicans, Matt Gaetz, Chip Roy, Lauren Boebert, these people are awesome. They are awesome. You might not even like them. If you're watching right now, you might be on the left, you might not like them, but you know what? They are standing up to power. They are doing exactly what Democrats or the far left wish they could do. Unless they get every demand, McCarthy ain't going to be anywhere near the Speaker of the House. He's already in the office. He's already moved into the office, but he doesn't have the votes. He doesn't have the Republican support. And Trump could abandon McCarthy any moment once there needs to be a Scalise or a Byron Donalds to take over. Okay, so you need a replacement, then you need Trump's backing, and you could oust. If you get a replacement and 30 to 40 Republicans, to even 10 more Republicans, so you get 30 Republicans, a replacement, and then Trump abandons McCarthy and then just says, hey, you know what, this person is better, and we just pay off, just give $1 million to McCarthy. It's not difficult. Almost certainly you give the man $1 million, and that would be a, you might say, well, that's not ethical, or if it's legal, pay McCarthy $1 million from the RNC or Trump, or raise $1 million, GoFundMe. I don't know. I'm saying if it's legal. I'm not saying to do it. I'm saying if it's legal. If it is legal to give McCarthy like a concession or what is it called? When if it was feasible and legal, they could pay off McCarthy with $1 million or so, and then offer an alternative that's better for the country and better for the Republican Party, and have Trump back that alternative. Give me your thoughts below. I mean, that's thinking outside of the box. It's not a nightmare. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel. Is it likely? No. Is it possible? Absolutely. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. I'll be here every day at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Pacific time on this channel, and 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. on H.A. Goodman's other channel, Pacific. I'll have a live stream tomorrow evening. Thanks, everybody.